Tayo mentioned funding and all that, but then we can't live without talking about this. Why did you pick just 4 athletes? I understand Adekuroyin, of course, she had to go for training. Just 4. You talked about India having 82. I mean, 81 of them athletes. The others,
60 of them. Athletes.
60 athletes. Yeah. 60. Now we have just 5.
Team. Yeah.
So why did we have 5? Is it that we don't have athletes to go, or we didn't have those who qualified, or what happened?
Let me also tell you what happens in wrestling. Because if people are putting up a tournament, they need to know who is coming so they can book the hotels.
Right.
So we have what we call the preliminary entries. 2 months before, you must tell the organizers we're coming with this number of people. We told them 12. We were coming with 12 athletes.
Right, yeah, I remember.
And 7 officials, 19 were coming. In the final entries, which is a month before, you have to tell them, these are the final people that are coming. If you don't show up, you still pay. So we're still going to pay a minimum of 4 days hotel for 19 people. We were going to go with 12 athletes that were down there, but we didn't have the funds to take 12 athletes.
But you're paying for facilities you didn't use, but I don't know, does it really make sense?
No, because the organizers have booked the hotel.
Already?
For 4 days.
Okay.
I mean, this is summer in South Africa. There are so many tourists. They need to block off those 4 days for you, or you will have nowhere to stay. So they've done that already, so you must pay. They've already sent us the bill.
There. Wow,
yeah.
There's a death there.
So the players, the athletes, wrestlers didn't have money to fly to South Africa?
We had to just pay. These were the ones who were able to scramble to pay for.
Okay, the federation itself paid
yes,
for this.
And what also happened, because you will say, okay, why this, right? Blessing Oborodudu paid for herself to go. Aminat, I wanted to see, because Aminat's weight class, we have a Olympic bronze medalist, so I needed to see that match. So Aminat was the priority. But my concern now, and then Soso Tamara was supposed to go to the World Championships. I felt he would be better served in a lower tournament. So I wanted him to go to another tournament other than the World Championships. Go fit Winnie too. That was what I felt. And the girl that won the gold medal, Kema Dressman. She had just come on the scene.
Yeah,
her first tournament was the national championships. Then she went to the African championships and won a gold medal. If she went to the World Championships and got killed, it would demoralize her. So I wanted her to go to a tournament that was a little bit more at level. And so it was a priority. That's why we took those 4. But you see, my concern now is Mercy Genesis. I've not seen her against this opposition. Bosse Samuel, I've not seen her against this opposition. Bishola Makanjola, I've not seen her against this opposition. And that is what I want to see. Our strength is the female team. I don't see any other tournament where we're going to have these people or wrestle against these people. So we'll just have to see if we'll be able to send them to the Klippan Open in Finland, maybe in February. Open.
Yeah, a lot of work still needs to be done, definitely. The AGM for the Nigeria Olympic Committee is today.
Yeah.
I'm hoping perhaps they can, have a special arrangement for sports in general in 2018, so you don't have to go through this again. Let's, just come back home quickly. The Wike Wrestling Championships went down a few weeks ago. Very exciting one. Now, did you get to discover new athletes that are ready to represent Nigeria?
Not ready to represent Nigeria, but at different levels. Okay, well, let me take that back. Okay. I think there are some who will represent Nigeria at the cadet level. Right. That's 15 to 17 years. There are quite a lot of them. Under 18, under 20, 18 to 20 is the juniors, too. We have quite a number of them. Okay. How they will develop over the next few years, I can't really tell. But I can tell you our developmental coaches have a lot of work on their hands, because for the first time in our history, we had a tournament where we had over 700 athletes. Yeah. We had 702 athletes at this tournament. Wow. The most we had before was 372.
That's more than double.
Almost double the number. Extra. And it's because of the funding that was available in this tournament. Governor Wike went all out to ensure that we had everybody. In fact, when about 10 states didn't show up, he was asking, why didn't these states come? I want everybody here.
700 wrestlers already on ground.
And that's what he wants at the African Championships too. He wants every country to come. So with that kind of support, you expect to see some changes in your sport, and that's what it has afforded us. I'm really happy.
Absolutely. And the African Wrestling Championships next year, what's the level of readiness of the country? I know facilities we saw at the Wike Championships in good shape.
Yeah. Facilities-wise, I think we're okay. But you don't host a tournament of this magnitude and not win.
Okay.
We need to get our athletes prepared, and I'm waiting for any second from now to start doing that.
What are the things you want to put in place for athletes to be prepared? Because we need, how many athletes do we want to present? Because this is our home tournament.
We're going to present 90 athletes, every weight class. 90 athletes. We're going for all 90 gold medals. It may not be possible, but if we can win as many as we can, that would be great.
What are the plans for these athletes to be really ready for February?
We want to get them into camp before the end of this month, if we have funds.
That was a caveat.
Why is it always like that?
But
I think, you know, Port Harcourt, they've done a great job, you know.
Yes.
The River State government has done a great job and all that. But I think just maybe if you guys can, you know, spread your tentacles, try with multinational companies that can actually, you know, back up the federation.
We do that. We have lots of discussions with multinational corporations, companies, and individuals. It's just not come forward yet, but we're still hopeful. And that's why you see us always going to state governments, because the athletes belong to them. But we're doing as much as we can to get corporate funding from individuals and corporations.
Okay, I mean, it's going to be very interesting, but we'll just see how it's going to go, because when you're organizing a championship like this, preparations is key. Yeah. If you want to get all the 90 gold medals, you're not talking about silver.
Well, silvers will come for sure. Bronze medals will also come, but your target should be gold. And that's what we're targeting. One of our weak areas is Greco-Roman wrestling. The good news is we're working to bring a Greco-Roman coach to be with them for about 6 weeks before the tournament. So hopefully we can improve on that too, so we don't give all 30 gold medals in Greco-Roman away.
Wow.
I think that would be great. Okay.
Surely, should be great.
Well, thank you so much for all this. But then, before we let you go, I mean, before we just take a look at the papers.
We'll
just review the papers together.
Yeah.
Okay. I'll start with Complete Sports, and this one says Igwe Henry hails Kanu. I mean, he already had a title here in Nigeria. The Arsenal offer, it will be new deal. They have Moses dropped. I know this is going to be in the papers for a very long time. Indeed, devastated and gutted by a red card. He was given the red card on his birthday.
Yeah, let's quickly go to Sporting Life. Had to start in goal against Arsenal. Calf snubs and Victor Moses, we talked about that already. Mikel denies Everton talks. Man United given go ahead for Sandro Bede. I mean, we've seen all these headlines. Danny, I don't know in any way or shape or form, are you mad that you hardly see any wrestling headlines on our dailies, despite the fact that you've gone to a championship and you've come back with
that has been our lot, so I'm not worried about it anymore.
Really?
Yeah, I'm not. In fact, yesterday when we even come to the airport, we were assured that the immigration were going to come get us from the plane. We had to go stand and wait in line for 1 hour to get through.
Oh, my.
Always, all the time. And I've told my athletes not to bother. Your reward is in heaven.
The reward should be right here.
Should be right here. Should start from here.
Yeah.
Final one is Sporting Sun. And Mikel denies Everton move. And CAF awards, Moses dropped as Mane, Salah, Aubameyang top the list. Of course, Ashwala, all of them listed. CR7 demands £700,000 a week.
Jesus.
Yeah. He's a footballer.
What you do with that money?
£700,000 a week.
Yeah, a week,
Incredible
yes.
stuff.
He plays football. Well, thank you so much for coming on the program.
Thank you very much.
Tell Ronaldo to give us that for 1 week.
Yeah, just
1 week wages to the Nigeria Wrestling Federation.
You guys have made
my goodness.
All right, thank you for watching. I'm Cecilia Amogwe.
Enjoy the rest of your day. I'm Tayo Salam.